This should sound interesting. There are strong retaliation emotions that are completely normal. Envy is a completely normal emotion. Anger is a completely normal emotion. But so is void. Something you wouldn't fucking call an emotion, but I need it to describe an emotion that I have. And void is very good at doing that. It's like you're scrolling social media and it fails to capture your attention. Everything looks kind of not good enough, to be honest. And it's bad because this is the void. It's kind of supposed to connect with my energy level, low energy level before sleep, but now I can't sleep because I don't like the content that I'm watching. I'll have to crawl back up again. It's from this video. We discussed energy levels. Is void self-explanatory to you? It is kind of like doom scrolling, but in a different version where it's like you're not enjoying it. You're just bored. And you're just like really upset. That nobody understands, nobody cares. Nothing positive is going on. There's nothing to focus on. That's interesting, engaging, right? Everything is fucking dying, getting destroyed. There's another side effect. Famine. Another discovery I've made. There is war, and there is famine. War is done by men. Women have to do something as well. They have to do something as well, guys. And I figured it out what it is. Every step of the way, I'm figuring things out. Why can't nobody else do anything I'm doing is beyond me, but that's the void. That's the void, bro. They're doing their thing, but their thing potentially can be far away from what matters, far away from what's actually interesting, far away from intellectual content anymore. Just fucking reaching the void. And literally just watch dream content. I mean, dream. Getting hunted by 6 hunters, right? What he did is just plugged himself into the void to skip encountering his enemies, and that's it. When there's too many hunters, you just fucking evade everyone, evade everything, but you still pretend to, like, matter, right? You still have to play capitalism, right? Pretend that money matters, that even war matters. Shit don't fucking... nothing you see matters, dude. Nothing you see matters. You're trying to fucking play... You're trying to, like, live in your society, but society's on fire. Because seemingly nothing fucking matters right now. Everything can be distilled into nothing, where, like, you don't understand what's going on. There's no good side, there's no bad side. There's no certainty what's gonna happen. And instead, what I'm doing, I dig my own path. The whole time I have to survive. I'm an intellectual person. I cannot be touched by capitalism. I cannot pretend that money's the greatest thing that ever happened. Right? Like, what the I definitely cannot chase money. That would be insane. I cannot go to the surface for too long. There's no reason for me to do that. And it's almost inevitable that the surface creatures basically will start voiding themselves. Start making their life fucking meaningless, basically. And it's like, there's so many of them, though. But they're on the surface, on some kind of specific rule set, where you have to get to that surface. You have to consent to that service. It's almost like capitalism is a different level of consent. Consent to what? Because when you consent to allowing vampire to enter, like you consenting to empowering the vampire, and they're like, you didn't even check intentions or whatever. But in this case, you're consenting to an entire fucking religion, right? There's a money printing religion. There's like people just constantly worrying, constantly focused on the wrong things. And after I focused on self-improvement, I know what the right things are. So they're creating this fucking claustrophobic mindset. And when you open social media, you constantly get that shit down your throat. Look, while I was busy supporting Sniper Wolf when she was attacked, she's the most miserable person when she's not being attacked, okay? Because, like, she's not actually that interesting to watch. I would not just spend my fucking free time on Sniper Wolf, unfortunately. To me, it's the brain damage is so huge that, like, the thumbnails aren't clickable, and I also, you know, have flashbacks of Sniper Wolf not really changing up her content. It becomes repetitive, actually, eventually. She's not trying to be intellectual and find new things. At some point, you don't know when the soul switches to just like, I'll just print money. When the intention switches to something fucking lazy, you know? Just something that they're familiar with inside the bubble. But now it's low quality all of a sudden. You just never know. At this point, Mr. Beast is the god that is constantly trying to improve himself. Right? He's the god of the religion that they're in. You reinvest into yourself. If you float, you float. If you go bankrupt, I guess nobody cares anymore. But that's the game they have to play. Someone has to be the god of the religion of money. But it's the whole bubble, right? This is why it feels like a void. Because it's possible to avoid. It's usually what it is, right? It's so funny to me, actually. Like, if I stop sending message to my friend, or anyone in particular, well, they will stop caring. In fact, women always avoid conversations. They destroy that shit instantly. They don't even give it a second thought. They don't give it even any feel whatsoever. And it's like, why? It would reset your system, though, if you had conversations. Why can't you even do that? And it's like, I guess they're living a void. They're living deep void. The deeper you go, the less you're gonna talk to people who just, like, feel like outsiders, I guess. They have religion, guys. They believe their own shit. It's hard to read these people at some point. It's hard to understand them. They're not generous, they're not friendly, you cannot meet them in person, you cannot talk to them. And there's their social media, you know? There's their fucking transmission station or whatever. But it's their thing. You know, it's almost like they have this collective having ritual, right? Collective having. We're sort of agree to disagree. It's just the weirdest thing. Because again, they're just like very disconnected from everything. They're not different from me. we're not different fundamentally, but we don't have tools to actually do anything else. Money always consumes all our attempts to actually dodge the entire fucking religion. When religion establishes, you must understand that everything fucking warps. It's a warp zone, unfortunately. And you're just not gonna find enough resources to establish outside of said religion. Right? Everyone is gonna fucking flock to what's the most popular thing. Everyone's gonna compartmentalize. Like, even though capitalism is about freedom, you know, NPCs find the opposite of freedom and coddle themselves. You know, they stack on top of each other. They seek popularity. And we call that simply cities. The moment capitalism comes in, all the NPCs think their prestige matters. They have to get to a city life. They have to escape everything. And it's just like, find the best job they can get. You know, it's always going to gravitate them to cities. I think that's gravity. I think that's something you have to fight against. Because that's not freedom. All right, that's the opposite of freedom, to live in a city. Opportunity? Yes. Last time I checked, cities also ask a lot for rent. Must be just my imagination. And rent is literally the opposite of freedom, is slavery. It's a simulation of slavery. So, like, you have all this stuff going on. Right? You have this bubble of voiding social contact, voiding everything. In cities, you don't have social contact anyways. You're not going to talk to strangers. So I don't know, man. It's really like people on self-destruction bases right now. And they will never communicate with each other about anything important as well. They will remain on self-destruction basis until things get really fucking bad. Really ugly. Right? Things are already so bad that they can't really touch me anymore. They can only annoy me, but they can't fucking I would like they can't even approach me, bro. They can't even exist in my life anymore. Like the gravity was completely dismantled by me. I'll just watch this thing burn and fucking celebrate any stupid shit happening at this point. It's for Americans to finish the apocalypse in the first place. I don't know. So yeah, anyways, now I'm in a terrible mood actually because I like to be as connected to social media, but if I look at it funny in a way that like it doesn't actually make me happy anymore, we get in trouble. My only thing before sleep gets attacked significantly. Like, I have to be able to shut up my void feeling. Right? My self-defense. Now, is drown another weird emotion? Because I like number 4. I came up with drown, which is even more obscure of an emotion. I would say like drown in responsibility. And then you understand like it gives you anxiety, it gives you uncertainty, whether you have done everything correctly. Like just an overwhelming feeling. People can have that when they're like working or they have to do a lot of things, take care of their family. If you just fucking leave the stove turned on. It's very old school stuff, but you know, you might drown a little bit. Drown is also like you can't keep up with other people's expectations. They try to drown you. It's a feeling. It's a feeling. We have to word our feelings first and foremost. That's the most fucking important. That's where definitions fucking come from in the first place. That's how you build language. You fucking describe your feelings. And we don't actually do the self-defense feelings. We don't even acknowledge envy and anger to be like self-defense. Now, this is a Goldest video. That's what it's supposed to be. So we're gonna watch the oldest videos and just grab insights from there. There's some gameplay videos I started with, and every single time I watch and fully explain the video, what was my mindset, just give all the context. I mean, I had these, like, ninja school videos. Now, again, like, usually I end up just blaming myself because people are creative, they're doing some cool shit, and at the same time, but, like, yeah, I can't find myself in the cool shit that they do. I can't relate, right? Usually this void bubble is so much bigger than anything else you can possibly find. People gonna be trying to generate revenue most of the time. Boruto fanfiction. I mean, I was kind of fancy, I guess. These videos are gonna be, like, really hard to listen to, I feel like. Even though... Should I not have prejudice, actually? I usually have a lot of prejudice on everything. But yeah, I'm gravitating towards the Boruto. Yeah, I don't remember how I interpreted.
Probably.
I had pretty shitty beard on me.
Is that a good way to start vlogs?
Sure, I actually love not overwhelming the audience. In a way that it gives me views, and I sort of understand why. But let's get to the point, please.
Like you do some shit. That's a mess.
To me, it's just trippy alone that I'm in UK. Or just being in a different fucking dimension. From where I'm supposed to be. You know, in the end of the day. UK is fucking uninhabitable now. But, yeah, I'm just saying, it's trippy. It's different people. It's different atmosphere. It fucking triggers your nostalgia way too much. God damn, dude.
So hard to handle.
And another fucking trippy thing is, like, but that's a real person that did a real thing, and that was me. And I can't associate. Yes. Makes me uncomfortable, actually, watching. So far, it's trash.
I'm just...
I got reminded about grounding. Good. I mean, absolutely is a real thing. God knows how much damage this, like, static electricity is doing to me. Well, that's why I have tech blade videos. I guess we'll test it.
An idiot.
Oh yeah, I was filtering water as well. Like, there's so much stuff I just left behind. Never to think about it ever again. And that's the craziest thing. The reason why I made this introduction is because I knew the conclusion is I will consume my own content. And right now, it's working flawlessly, to be honest. If I want to survive, I'll just eat my own tail. No big deal, guys. You can't get me. Okay? You're just not gonna get me. That's the thing about religion. Religion is trying to get you. trying to get you to join in. And they do care about that. They do care about that, actually. Because, like, religion is something that, like, every NPC knows if they can change your mind about something, if they can make you do things for the sake of the religion, they got you, basically. They feel so much better when they have you in there. It's so fucking ridiculous. It's so fucking cultist. Capitalism has never looked like so fucking complicated because you just keep peeling off these layers and layers of complexity. What the fuck is going on? But that's what they did. Humanity has contributed to make complexity. They built complexity out of this. They intentionally did the damn thing. They almost like need the layers of complexity to know how much you care about the money religion. Are you gonna wear the suit and tie? Are you gonna sell yourself? I mean, in UK, I was also voided in a different way, where I was just like feeling zombified, or like, okay, I'm supposed to search. That's your thing? I'm searching? Yes, I'm searching. I'll find something. So I was just like roaming the streets. Nothing really happened. I was even like walking nighttime. Nothing was happening. I didn't bump into anyone. So, you know, in UK, I also felt safe. Surprisingly. Like, I had my night shift. Like, fucking nothing really crazy happened in my life. To be, like, in the streets, right? Not even, like, encounter to, like, a negative encounter. Nothing. Fucking nothing, bro. There was just one encounter, and I was a child. I was still going to school. I was just kind of running late to school, and I got approached. And I lost, like, I don't know, $30 worth of stuff. That's it. Forget about it. Move on with your life. I still had paranoia forever, though. Like, oh, something bad is gonna happen. Nothing ever fucking happens. It's ridiculous. At some point, we're all just yapping because I'm not subscribing to your stupid fucking religion. Alright? You're not better than me. We are constantly distracted by Americans. Americans always cooking up their fucking drama, basically. For the entirety of their existence. They can't stop, man. At some point, drama will be actually solved faster than they can create it, and then they will only get in trouble for trying to cause drama. However, right now, they're just fucking plaguing everyone's minds, invading everyone's fucking thought process, right? Everyone's free time. They created all this fucking bullshit. They know how to bend money religion to their will, Americans. It is what it is. Borrow as much money as possible so the religion becomes, you know, accommodated. And then just bombard with fucking bullshit. Just non-stop bombardment of bullshit things. They pick their language, they pick their, scapegoats, everything. And they all go to war. All the Americans just fucking straight up warfare against the rest of the world. Fucking drama. And it's all bullshit. It's all garbage. It's all fucking twisted and nonsensical. It's fucking backwards most of the time. They're not even making progress with the stupid drama that they cause. I even got to see it firsthand. Emiru does her little bit bit of a political drama. And I saw exactly the process. You know, Twitter goes fucking haywire. Twitter starts yapping. You know, and then all of a sudden YouTubers crawl out like spiders trying to connect the dots of what Twitter is yapping about. As if it's like a breaking news. Some kind of trending topic. Get the fuck out of here. This is garbage. It's a waste of my fucking time. And it's another distraction they're trying to fucking web weave, basically. For me to consume. Like, are you fucking kidding me? She said the common sense thing and it should have ended there. But then people still were like very anxious about something. They still wanted something. They were still fucking hungry like little zombies. It's fucking insane to watch. But we have to hold this religion hostage, said the Americans. We have to hold the attention. We have to cast distractions. They just can't sit with themselves, bro. Well, I'll do exactly that. Sit with myself now. Good point. There's no fucking way life is this boring. Boruto, by the way, boring. There's no way we can just skip Naruto being a teenager into having a child. Like, we skipped so many years. Those years are just as important as fighting the biggest fucking, most toxic ass monsters and your own friend, basically. We just skip until there's a new character that can be, you know, take over. Become the actually interesting person. The main character of the story, right? Naruto's age. We just kind of skip to the point where, like, well, it's the money religion again. Taking over, right? We can sell Naruto again. That's their idea. Like, the same religion has been brainrotting them to make sure we skip from Naruto teenager to Naruto a child again. And now we changed the name to Boruto. And we can start the same story all over again. No big deal. Right? We just retell the same fucking story. But what about those people who are trying to grow up and trying to actually solve things in their life? We wanted to see what the real transition of Naruto looks like. So that was a good point, actually. That's quite trippy.
Creators just wanted to troll people until they figure out that, holy shit, Naruto's universe can actually be influenced and debunked. Boruto never existed. It's like theory has to win right now. And in fact,
Boruto never existed. I can barely comprehend, though, what I'm talking about.
people and
Wait, what? Well, it ended, apparently. I have no idea about this.
I'm gonna stick with the manga arcs. I am not including the anime stuff, because let's just be honest, nobody liked that stuff. Maybe like 1% of people liked it, and if you're a part of that 1%...
What do you mean, anime? What do you mean nobody wants to watch anime, Boruto? Like, what? And then all of a sudden, like, oh, only 1% of people watched the anime and cared about anime. What do you mean? There's some weird shit, you know?
like this.
And honestly, I mean, it supports my theory that fucking Boruto doesn't even matter. Right? It's the fans themselves killed the fucking universe in a way. So there's something going on. Definitely suspicious. Definitely avoid.
In general, the theory is
Definitely vibing with this idea right now.
we have Naruto.
Yeah, if everyone is trapped and the moon has the power to trap you, basically, it's game over, right? You're trapped in the dream world no matter what. You can only defend yourself for so long until you get trapped anyways. Everyone's trapped. So what's the actual... This is really fucking deep, actually. And potentially this could have been the actual transition of what Naruto had to do until he grew up. Moon trapped the world. In order to escape, you had to escape your dream and enter someone else's dream. Now, is there a real escape? I mean, I guess you have to kill the source. So even though the moon is creating the fucking chakra tree or whatever, and chakra tree sounds like unity, but it's actually division. Everyone gets their own little dream world, their own alternate universe, basically. And it's not far off from capitalism creating the same thing. Everyone has privacy, their own perspective on things. They don't have to be grounded to reality. So there's so much chaos breaking through that eventually the only way we can achieve peace is by trapping people in their own little prisons, basically. Again, I'm dissecting a potential way to like reconnect, bridge Naruto with Boruto to make it actually, or just delete Boruto in general. Just branch Naruto into something that actually makes sense and not just like a cash grab type of thing, right? The dream world pretty much voids all your powers because you have no idea what you're dealing with anymore. There's no real bad guys. There's no real key to open the door. No one actually knows the solution to anything until someone knows, and then it turns into an avalanche. So who's going to be the first one to escape, the mental prison? Well, the storyteller is going to be the first one to do it. I'll play this game, I'll tell the story. That's what made it so exciting to tell, because it's almost like I get to do it now. I get to save the Naruto universe. Even though I kind of allow it to get trapped, but they should have been trapped? Like, what?
Enter other people's Tsukuyomis.
Theory to destroy Boruto. Almost everyone was trapped because to shield. They were not caught in the light at all. I'm literally asking AI about this exact fucking thing. Yes, if the situation simply continued as is, was probably temporary. In canon, they were surviving a specific countermeasure, not permanently immune. Genjutsu spreads with light. It's also called the God Tree, so that's important. There's several reasons why your idea makes sense. This is the shit I was digging into. Chakra cost. Consumes chakra constantly. Right? It's not limitless. Oh, yeah, and God Tree also still hunts them down anyways. Yeah, Kaguya appears. Yeah. Dimension hopping. Man, this is fucking stupid, bro. Now I'm asking for AI of like detect absurdity of what's going on, because holy shit, man. We have summoned a god. Right? A female god of all things. Now we have to fucking dimension hop to fight her. That makes sense. All of a sudden the fucking story doesn't even make sense. Right? Many fans feel the same way you're describing. The final arc is criticized. The power scale rules escalate extremely quickly, yeah. Obviously. Yeah, all of a sudden new shit gets introduced for no reason. Those ideas appear very late. Disconnected. There's a lot of reason to just fucking cut that shit off and continue Naruto how it was supposed to be done, right? The scale jumps from Ninja World to Cosmic Battle. Masashi Kishimoto has written himself into a corner with Madara. He's become so powerful that defeating him without an even bigger power source was difficult. Yeah, even AI is recognizing that there's something fucking really fishy going on. Madara was originally supposed to be the final villain, and the story was changed late in development, and it's like, what the fuck happened? No, but that's a fan theory. We can do better than that. This is big because even Mr. Beast loves Naruto stuff. He watched it while he was counting up, you know? Madara achieves, yeah. Becomes something like a dream god observer, not physical. You can't keep the dream state forever. You cannot keep peace forever. Must survive long enough for system to collapse. That's not my point. Yes. Yep. Yep. Nope. I think I got it. I think I figured it out. I was challenged by AI on like 4 different aspects. Pretty fucking simple. Still gonna push, obviously. The fucking AI is not gonna stop anymore. You are converging on something that actually fits Naruto's core theme surprisingly well. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I know exactly who's the first one to wake up. Comedy spin-off. Tenten is the most underutilized characters. No romantic storyline. Yeah, this is so fucking cool. Yep. A few credible alternate versions. And I've reached my free limit, of course. I shouldn't be trapped forever. Talking to AI forever. That would be crazy. I mean, if that's a real idea, then yeah. I didn't invent anything new. But I made it stronger and more reasonable. Doesn't win. I don't know. It's fucking weird. Fucking government ending is the same instinct everyone has. Okay. Yeah, all we figure out basically what's the most important piece of why this theory works so well is because the ending of Naruto fucking sucks. Alright? They had so much plot stuff going on, but because they wanted to win with power alone, because there's just like 2 sides of the coin trying to fight each other, they couldn't fucking settle. It's spinning and doesn't know what the fuck it's doing, basically. Again, introducing some fucking insane concepts. Like, again, Madara was like supposed to be the ultimate supervillain, and all of a sudden, just like this ton of disrespect just fucking fall onto the franchise at the very end. I don't fucking understand. But that's because it overwhelms the little team that they had. They got attacked from the side where they can't actually win. You can shield yourself all day long, but you're just not gonna fucking win. Alright, so I got back up to speed then. Let's just finish this off. Does nobody know? These are seasons. This is a leaf falling down. This is a sprout, and this is winter. 4 seasons. Why does nobody care? It's pretty sad. Like, okay, but which one is what exactly? Right? Like, we know. But, like, why is nobody symbolizing? Why is nobody knowing harder? By the way, I used to have a shitty face. I still kind of have a shitty face. But I started washing it. It's a big deal. More washing, less scratching. Still some scratching required. Sometimes a whole boil fucking shows up. But I'm free from my past self, ugly and dirty.
So I always keep this kind of the source material, because his intention created the tree in the first place, but at the same time he has to manage the tree. So he's pretty occupied by being the tree right now. So
Yeah, same idea. Madara has to be one with the tree.
to be like very well.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Tsukuyomi when Naruto and Sakura were in the same fucking simulation together. So that's possible. Like, I am using already tools that have been established. I'm not inventing anything fucking new. Naruto reunites with his dead parents, and Sakura reunites with loneliness. Well, so far I'm not impressed, but let's keep going. Keep going, bro.
I basically try to take out his word out of context, and that is very annoying. That is fucking.
Yeah, there was some kind of context along the lines of like, it's not like I love you, Hinata. What was that thing you say? I don't know. Somehow Hinata twisted the context to make the dumbass Naruto say the words "I love you." Hinata is just the mastermind of manipulation in that moment, and you should feel bad for it. I don't think it's a good relationship. When a man is struggling so hard and gets swooped up by someone else, like, get the fuck out of here. Even just the Boruto's existence is bullshit. Built on what considerably a wrong relationship. Although Sarada would also not exist. I don't know.
One of other reasons, and there's one other scene where Naruto comes in and she's making the scarf, and she's like, "Get the fuck out of here, Naruto. I want to be left alone right now." It's like, what? You're making the scarf for Naruto. So you might as well spend time with Naruto right now. What the? Sakura, you spend.
That's the point. Because women are a destructive force when they make decisions of who they love. They fucking destroy everything. There's another like hidden secret sauce of why the ending was completely corrupted all the way. The biggest troll, and people try to cash grab the troll. So, if like, well, if Hinata ends up with Naruto, I guess we're gonna, buy that. Try to sell that to people. I mean, what the fuck is going on? I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. When you add people reading manga instead of watching anime, I have no idea what we're talking about anymore. Boruto might as well just be the dumbest thing that ever existed. That shouldn't exist anymore.
Spend so much time with.
I will have to talk to AI about this. I might have to dig a little bit deeper. Because it's that ridiculous. I need, like, just a little bit more context.
Convinces Sakura that she has to kind of remind herself all the time spent with Naruto and kind of readjust and come back to the conclusion.
It's a useful plot point for the dream world. I'm not sure how I would construct the dreams themselves. For each individual character, you have to think what would happen. But Sakura realizing how much time she spent with Naruto already and choosing to just like experience something else entirely, something now that's alien, that's very cold, that has been like draining her energy this whole time, it's a very logical conclusion that Sakura would just choose Naruto and be like, hey, cool. Maybe I don't get to destroy your feelings. Maybe I don't get to destroy the time we spent for some cool dude. This shit gets even fucking crazier when you consider that Sakura destroyed her home. With one punch, she got so angry at Sarada or whatever. Like, her family was trash. And she had to live alone. Like, even the fucking end game of Sakura's relationship was trash. When she had a perfectly good choice. Right? So Naruto's relationship turned into a fucking sellout bullshit, and Sakura just ended up basically alone with a child, and then gets mad when the child is nagging her about the father or whatever. So it's like, what the fuck is going on anymore? I mean, I want AI to react to this because it's so ridiculous what they did to Naruto, and they cut off the middle part so we don't fucking notice how shitty their relationships ended up being.
Where it's
We literally don't get enough time to judge Naruto's, Hinata's relationship and Sakura Sasuke relationship. We don't get enough time to judge, to see what's the dynamic, because there isn't fucking any. They just fucked everything up in the end. You know, maybe it's their style. Maybe they know that the next generation of people who have to fucking rebuild the story and make it fucking juicy, they will just struggle to breathe.
it no longer works. It's just
They just bought a lie, and it's just like trollololo every day, every minute, just trollololo. They're stuck in their own Tsukuyomi, basically. It's so fucking
no longer
crazy.
works.
So
It does the
crazy.
opposite effect.
Yeah, when you add the romance that didn't make sense in the end, that doesn't give you warm feelings in the end. I mean, why the fuck would you write stories in the first place if you're gonna shit on the ending, right? If you're gonna use ending as a toilet paper, like, what's the point? We want to be happy. We are consumers. We like happy things, not fucking twisted nonsense.
Very
Yeah, my new character, or my main hero, not only I can name it as just Guru, just like how I created it, but he can also, meet the characters, the names that I also added to the list, right? That I still remember. Like, it could still have the nostalgic elements soaked in there, and live in Naruto universe. Just belong in this vast universe where I'll just gonna meet new characters and free everyone from the curse of bad endings, bro. Holy shit, man. Without any real romance.
story time and stuff right now.
This actually gives me another idea. This whole thing is also a blob of consumers. Have you seen this? Have you played this? Have you done this? Right? All of this consumption happening actively. There's new drama happening. Everything is dropping. New game releases, new things to fucking worry about all the time. We don't care if it's really good, if it's good for society. Those things don't actually matter, right? Those things are sort of like disconnected anyways. Because the entire world is, in this religion. And the world is big enough to where, like, even if you're not benefiting society, it doesn't matter. You're living your life. You're consuming shit. But at some point you feel the fatigue of consumption when you say anime. There's so much of it. How much do you want to watch? Right? How deep do you want to go into this rabbit hole until you feel satisfaction? As you go infinitely deep, how much can you possibly consume? Like, to me, this sort of media, where you're just an observer, that's some scary shit, man. If it's not interactive, then there's no point to it. Right? It's just gonna plague my brain with a bunch of useless facts. That's what it eventually turns out to be. So in the end of the day, you're just kind of capitalizing. Maybe cute anime girls can carry me, but like, it's still not real. They still have to sell you the plot that's not real, and I'm like, I can only buy the ninja plot because that's cool and stuff, right? Ninja superpowers, it's not power scaling too fast. And since I got hooked as a child, might as well just buy into that. But the moment Boruto showed up, it's like, well, we're buying a little bit too much, actually.
Alright, guys.
Fucking Boruto is the only fans of Naruto. That's what it is, man.
We have a Naruto app. What the fuck are you talking about? If you don't care, don't watch, don't share.
Everything requires commitment if you want it to matter. So either you love all my videos or you hate all my videos. That's sort of like leaning you have to actually perform. Otherwise, you're just here to take a dump. I mean, it's gonna cost you 1 ban. It's a very unique perspective because, like, there's no, like, forever lovers and haters. There's no such thing, but shouldn't there be? People trying to escape the paradigm of just being, you know, neutral. Careless losers, basically.
Naruto, right?
Okay, now I speak like a fucking degenerate, to be honest. What happened to me?
How that works.
Okay, at this point, populism made sense, actually. My shit is unwatchable, dude. Now half of the video, I'm just yapping, bro. It's so random.
At the moment, but
Now I'm talking about copyright. I talked about my dad just very briefly.
send troops.
I am just thinking out loud at this point. And copyright does happen to be quite a vortex of thought. It is quite a complicated topic if you really think about it. How copyright is enforced, why it exists in the first place, what would happen if it didn't exist. So now everyone is forced to make original material all the time.
To kick our ass and say
I mean, even the copyright idea lives inside the fucking money religion. It's so weird, man. It's so weird. Money and religion just warping reality and creating concepts that make no fucking sense in actuality. Closes all the sources. No more open sources. We're gonna close all of it. See, the Linux is open source because it's not fundamentally capitalistic. It's not trying to sell you the next Windows and the next fucking package of ads that crash your computer anyways. Fucking crazy, dude.
so.
Capitalism is so ridiculous when you think about it.
There's.
I mean, at some point, I'm just a weak storyteller because I can do whatever I want. Like, I have all the freedoms. And the story is just gonna, like, force itself into place based on my desires. For, like, what's emotionally acceptable stuff. And how much fucking dirt I can untangle besides the most obvious stuff, right? Of who ends up together. There's more dirt. There's like screen time missing from certain characters. You would literally give every single individual a coherent different dream, and they get unlocked one by one. But 1010 is no longer just a lonely little girl that has no romance. No, she literally now gets to dictate if it's worth trying to untangle you or not. Potentially, just like Thanos, half of the people get erased from history. The tree lives on, and Madara, you know, just does his thing while just half of the people escape, and the tree stops chasing them. The moon does its job, detects no more life roaming around, and it's like it goes back to rest. The spell has been, you know, fully casted. Madara, like, would stop struggling to capture his more people because there's nothing else left. Right? It's all done. So it goes to its own phase of hibernation phase and like Overwatch phase. But that means that some people can still escape that. That now the the system can just partially collapse. And it conveniently fits the narrative where some people will just give in to their dreams entirely, and some people will willingly try to escape.
That's what they do.
Okay. So here, I'm still struggling with, like, the rules of how the dream collapses. But you destroy it, you reject the dream. You make the dream angry. Because you don't care. You don't like the state of the world at all. So no matter what the dream offers you, you start rejecting it because you don't see the point. You void it. You void it until it gets deleted. That one word, that one emotion of self-defense emotion, this is the fucking key of destroying the infinite dream world.
Episode out of 7.
I love how every single time there's something different about me.
Universe. Holy shit, right now I have to do something stupid. So I'm not showing my face at the moment.
I have to do something stupid, so I'm not showing my face at the moment. I had the best intros, guys. When you have a phone in your... I wish TikToks would look like that. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, so this,
Okay, guys. I really don't think I will actually say anything useful. Is that it? Where's the ending? 6 out of 7?
my mind, but almost anything what people do these days. It's shocking. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's very difficult to piece together the money religion, but the statement that everything people do is ridiculous is so revealing, isn't it?
Does that include me?
People don't understand how much of this is just survival, because you have to still force yourself to, like, find a job. This whole sequence I was talking about, just factory work. Okay. There's an interesting idea where, like, everyone's dreams become more and more violent, more and more out of control, because the dream is still trying to, like, please every single individual, and it requires, like, more and more, like, destructive ways of stimulating the dream. It's like, holy shit. Until the dreams become nightmares or whatever. AI has asked me of, like, what happens to the bodies when they're trapped. I mean, they live longer in that trance. They don't use as much energy. Just to be nice, the bodies get preserved. That's what a nice writer would do. Like, let's not be realistic. They get preserved. They age very slowly. And that's it. We have just, like, I don't know, 3-year experience in there. Alright, final episode.
Decisions.
Bro, it's like I discovered brain. I discovered thinking publicly, alright? And it's way more exciting to do a social thinking, right? It's very different from private thinking. You should try it sometimes. And I had to evolve out of this monstrosity. I don't know, it's still surprising how many views it actually got compared to everything else I do. God damn, dude. Anyways, yes, I will finish soon. And my spin-off of Naruto is, again, to cut off the ugly part, the ugly ending, and add this dream world sequence where a new hero can be doing his thing. Alright, enough of this fucking Naruto shit. We need something new, right? A person with new skills that doesn't have to constantly train and increase their power level against a bigger and bigger threat. But how about we, like, do detective work? Detective a person is worth saving or not as their dream gets destroyed. It's almost like Tenten would work against Guru at the same time, working together. It's like who's gonna do it first? Is the dream gonna get destroyed alongside with the dreamer? Or is Tenten gonna save the dreamer? And it's always like this intriguing fucking, like, this is fucking awesome though. That's just amazing. How many twists can you add? It's all about many storytelling moments. You cannot actually unwrap that. But the satisfaction is absolutely there. It's like, wow, this just fits like a glove. Versus something that basically ruined Naruto quite a bit.
They naturally have those.
I don't know what kind of magic is this, but I had one like in there.
They are not. It is complicated.
I don't even dare to look into the comment section because there's not supposed to be anything. One like.
Right? Even like an actual real baby in there, because chakra 3 is so advanced. It can make babies too.
Of course it can make babies. It's one of the easiest way to trap someone in a dream is to make babies. Absolutely. I do see it. It's so fucking crazy because it runs parallel to like what we observe in real world. Naruto turns out into a sellout, which means someone has to buy his soul. Someone has to continue the legacy of writing Naruto the story. Now with AI tools coming to life, I mean, fuck yeah. I will definitely be able to write the whole thing. Fucking animate it.
Now,
easy.
Let's do Tsukuyomi. Just
there's one more thing. There's one more layer to the void feeling. Right? And it's going to be collective void feeling. Alright, so Guru somehow connects with 1010, right? And then they start connecting with other friends, and the friends connect with other friends. But at some point, this domino effect will just end, right? Guru maybe just wanted to connect with someone. Maybe bro didn't had any friends, for example, right? Or no, you kind of did. Maybe there's like even secondary love interest, for example. Who knows, right? But at some point, it still ends with void. It ends with a limit where you cannot save people anymore. Where your effort is futile. And, well, if a person is not connected to this tree of SKPs, well, we can't help them, actually. We're not gonna feel the loss anyways. They can live their dream. That's fine.
now Team 7 is...
It will definitely be interesting to rewatch the ending of Naruto just to see how do I cut it off. Like, how easy it splits off. And what kind of, like, additional discoveries I make.
Retrieve the eyes is pretty fucking complicated. It's not like you can train yourself into a Sharingan or something. Which is kind of a dumb thing. It's like an ordinary person cannot become a Super Saiyan. Well, that's unrelatable. That's stupid. You can train really hard and you can still be a piece of shit. Not Super Saiyan. Oh man. That just...
I want to be Super Saiyan. But only Saiyans get to be Super Saiyans. What the fuck? Genuinely, if I'm allowed to fix anything, I'll fix anything. Even tiny plot holes where, like, you have to actually acquire other people's eyes to become stronger. You have to be born a certain way to have certain superpowers. You cannot train yourself into it. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
just ruins everything.
I will never be a super Asian. So that sums it up. Let me check the stats. Wait, what? The AI? Why was I talking about AI? Wait, Sakura versus Tenten and Guru, bro? That would be kind of fucking dope. Fucking defeat Sakura, bro.
AI and probably... Whew, that's a big punch in my face because I couldn't put it together before. That is, like, at all.
Not related. Maybe we'll talk about it later.
Now I know. Okay. The best solution is...
I don't know, man. I'm yapping and I'm not doing anything related to Boruto in actuality. Anyway. Forget about it. I mean, there's still 1 more minute, technically.
I'm already
But bro, I'm talking about something as random as stream sniping.
out, and I didn't really
Yeah, whatever.